Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class of biology as the fascinating world of biology. Hi, I am Nushad. I will be your instructor for this course. Today we are going to discuss about ecology. Now we discuss about ecology. What is ecology? What is ecology? Organisms continually interact with one another as well as with their surroundings. Ecology is the study of these interactions. The scientists who study these interactions are called ecologists. Ecologists ask questions such as what animals and plants live in this lake or forest? How does they interact with each other? How do the surroundings affect the plants and animals living here? What changes will this lake or forest undergo over time? How will these changes affect the animals and plants living here? Ecologists study both the living environment and the non-living or physical environment. The living or biotic environment consists of all the living things that an organism interacts with. The non-living or abiotic environment consists of physical factors such as light, water, and pH of the soil or water. Many organisms develop social adaptations to their particular environment to help them survive better. Ecologists also study these adaptations. The study ecology, you first need to understand some key ecological terms: habit, population, community, and ecosystem. What is a habit? The place where an organism lives is its habit. For example, consider a mangrove swamp in the Sangay Bull Nature Reserve. Wading birds called redshanks live in the mud of the mangrove swamp. So the mangrove swamp is the habit of the redshanks. What is a population? A group of organisms of the same species living in a particular habitat make up a population. In the mangrove habitat, all the redshanks living in that particular mangrove swamp make up a population. Another population is made up of all the mangrove trees living in that particular mangrove swamp. What is a community? All the populations of organisms living and interacting with one another in a particular habitat make up a community. So the mangrove community is made up of mangrove trees and other plants, animals like red skunks, mud skippers and sand flies, and microorganisms living in the mud of that mangrove swamp. What is an ecosystem? What is an ecosystem? A community and its physical or abiotic environment together make up an ecosystem. The ecosystem of the mangrove swamp is made up of all the organisms in the mangrove community and all the physical factors that make up its abiotic environment. These factors include the salt concentrations of the seawater, its pH, the temperature, the amount of oxygen dissolved in the mud, the amount of light falling on the tree, and the amount of nutrients in the mud. Now we discuss about the the abiotic environment. The The climate and the physical feature of the surroundings are part of the abiotic environment. Physical features that make up the abiotic environment include light intensity, temperature, amount of water available, oxygen content, salinity, salt concentration of soil or water, pH of soil or water, determined by climate. How do the physical features of the surroundings affect organisms? The physical features of the surroundings and the nature of the soil determine the types of plants found in a region. Since animals rely directly or indirectly on plants for food, the animals that live in a region are determined by the plants growing in that region. Organisms found in a region are usually adapted to the physical feature of their environment. How does light intensity affect organisms? Light intensity affects the distributions and growth of both plants and animals. Green plants exist only where there is an adequate supply of sunlight. Some plants develop adaptations to reach the light. For example, climbing plants may twine around or grasp a spore to pull themselves upwards. However, bright light causes plant stems to grow more slowly. This is why plants growing in the open usually end up shorter than those in the shade. Certain plants have developed adaptation to block or screen off excessive light. For example, some plants have dense covering of hairs on the leaf, epidermis, or a layer of thick walled cells called the hypoderms. just beneath the epidermis. These adaptations protect the plant by screening of excessive heat and reducing the rate of transpirations. Thank you so much.